beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. And today I'm feeling a little ancient, actually. My name's Priscilla. This is my friend Heather, and we're the Crones. And welcome to our 100th show today. It's so exciting. I can't believe we've done 100 episodes since
we started.
February 22nd?
Yeah.
22? Yeah, so cool. Thanks for being here. Hi, Juno. Thanks for being here, sweetheart. And White Dragon, thank you for being here. Woohoo! I can't believe we've made 100. So we have an Oracle deck we're going to give away today to whoever's in the chat room.
So if you're not in the chat room and you're watching, get there.
Get in the chat room. So I hope you enjoyed our show on angel numbers, because we did. That was really illuminating, needless to say. And then, of course, Sunday we had the best time with Juno Sphere.
Yes.
Please come back soon. It was fun just reading cards and chatting.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. So let's do it again real soon, okay?
Hello,
Hey, Gypsy T. Happy 100. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to talk about the afterlife and different perceptions of the afterlife in this show today. So that was pretty interesting researching too.
Yeah.
And I will not be speaking about Christianity because I think we all know about Christianity. So I kind of left that one out. Hope you don't mind, but I didn't. Let's go to Card Cam and see what Heather's cards have to say for us today.
Oh, by the way, that's the deck we're giving away.
Yep, this is the deck we're giving away.
Never been opened.
Oh, I think it's opened. It's just
open.
never been used.
Never been used. Never been even tore apart to look
Hi,
at.
Indigo Jaguar. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. You might want to write her name down.
I will.
I'm going to put it over here while you're... Okay, great. I can do that. So what we're doing is we're going to take names of the people in the chat room. And we're going to give away this Oracle deck at the end of the show.
Okay.
Okay. If for some reason you don't want your name, just tell us. Because if you're in the chat, your name's getting put in the box. Wow, Juno, I can't believe there's a deck on the planet you haven't seen. I thought you were a deck addict, like us.
Like us.
So many of us, actually.
Okay, let's see what it says.
Indigo, did you get a lot of snow?
Okay, what I'm seeing here is sexuality is the energy and creativity that we've got, but sometimes we don't get it always in the right order. Trying to get things in the right order gets in the way of how our creativity and our
especially
energy.
When you're dyslexic.
Yeah. But while we're fighting with that, our humans are trying to come back and be returned to the spirit, and as usual, our spirit is always, our soul is always full of love. So they're still doing their jobs, and they're saying the commitment is the way to get rid of, override the right order of things, so your creativity can continue and you can become the caretaker of that new thing that you're trying to create. And you can work with it, and it can take care of you at the same time. But it's by having the commitment that you can get your creativity in the right order without it getting in your way. Okay?
Lovely. White Dragon, we can't wait to see what cards you come up with. I need three more pieces of paper, please. Or you can do it. You can do
I can
them.
do it.
Okay.
So you can talk.
Sun Psychic Jean, Mara, and G. Covington. Okay?
Sun Psychic Jean.
So we're going to have a card drawing today, guys. We're giving away these Oracle cards for our 100th episode. Woohoo! Who knew? Who
Maura
knew?
and Vivian.
Yeah, Mara, G. Covington, and now Viviane.
Okay.
So hi to all of you, Viviane and G. Covington and Mara. Thank you for being here today. Our 100th show. We're so excited to be here. It takes time, White Dragon. 5's better than 4. Oh, yeah, cool. Juno says she's got 2 decks she's mulling around in her head. Awesome. I'm going to go back to face.
Okay.
Okay, you got Sun Psychic Jean, Mara, and G. Covington, and Viviane. Welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about the afterlife. I hope you don't mind. So, what is the afterlife? What do you guys think about the afterlife? What do you think it'll be for you? Humans have debated that concept for thousands of years, as you well know.
And still doing it.
And we're still doing it. Many who believe in life after death do so because that's their religious tradition. But ultimately, each individual's view on life after death is a personal one. Absolutely. Like most things. The afterlife played an important role in ancient Egyptian religion, and its belief system is one of the earliest known in recorded history. When the body died, parts of its soul, known as the Ka, the body double, and the Ba, the personality, would go to the kingdom of the dead. While the soul dwelt in the fields of Aru, Osiris demanded work as restitution for the protection he provided. In the Hall of Two Truths, the deceased heart were weighed against the shoe feather of truth and justice. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, it was taken from the headdress of the goddess Mot, the feather. If the heart was lighter than the feather, they could pass on, but if the heart weighed heavier, they would be devoured by the demon Ammit. Eek!
Of course, the Greeks had their own way of thinking things. The Greek god Hades is known in Greek mythology as the king of the underworld, a place where souls live after death. Now, the Greek god Hermes, the messenger of the gods, would take the dead soul of the person to the underworld and leave the soul at the banks of the river Styx, and the river between life and death. Picture, is that full? Yeah. So, Charon, spelled Charon, Charon.
We both laughed at the pronunciation. I always thought it was Charon.
Look all these
Charon.
up. Yeah.
But we had to laugh at it being a Karen.
But he's also known as the ferryman. And he would take the souls across the river to Hades if the soul had any gold. So that's why the family put a gold piece or two under the tongue of the deceased person. Anyway, once they were across, the soul would be judged by Iacchus, Rhamadaphus, and King Minos. And the soul would be sent to Elysium, Tartarus, or Ephozdel. And those are fields that they would be sent to. And the Elysian fields were for the ones that lived pure lives, and it consisted of green fields, valleys, and mountains, and everyone there was peaceful and contented, and the sun always shone there. Then there's
nice.
The field of Tartarus, and that was for people that blasphemed against the gods or were rebellious and consciously evil. And in Tartarus, the soul would be punished by being burned in lava or stretched on racks.
Yuck.
Yep. And the asphodel fields were for the varied selection of human souls, included those whose sins equaled the goodness. They were just as good as they were bad. So they were in an indecisive in their lives and their times there, and they weren't judged.
Then we go to the Norse. Of course, their famous spiritual underworld is Valhalla, the Hall of the Fallen, the resplendent hall of the god Odin. Those chosen by Odin and his Valkyries lived there as celebrated heroes until called upon to fight by Odin's side in the doomed battle of Ragnarok, the downfall of the gods and the rest of the universe. I think we've seen that movie.
Yeah. I think we
The
have.
goddess Frey is said to welcome some of the dead into her hall, Folkvang, the field of the people, or the field of warriors. And those who died at sea were sometimes said to be taken to the underwater abode of the giantess Ran. But the most common afterlife world for the dead is hell, a world beneath the ground presided over by the goddess who is also named Hel. Not to be confused with hell. In the Norse hell, its denizens typically ate, drank, caroused, fought, practiced magic, generally all the things they did when they were alive.
The difference was Hel versus Hell.
The Norse did not have a place of damnation such as the Christian hell. Well, that's nice to know.
Now, in Judaism, the Talmud offered a number of thoughts related to the afterlife. After death, the soul was brought for judgment. Those who had led pristine lives entered immediately into the Olam Haba, or world to come. I would not qualify. I don't know about you. Anyway, most do not enter the world to come immediately, but experience a period of reflection of their earthly actions and are made aware of what they've done wrong. And then some view this period as being a reschooling, with the soul gaining wisdom as one's errors were reviewed. Others viewed this period to include spiritual discomfort for past wrongs. At the end of the period, not longer than a year, the soul then takes its place in the world to come. Reincarnation is recognized as being part of the Jewish tradition. The classic work of Jewish mysticism, the Zohar, is quoted liberally in all the Jewish learning, and in the Zohar, the idea of reincarnation is mentioned repeatedly. And I wanted to mention that she was channeling one night and channeling about my first husband who had died.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. We only been married 9 years and when he died. But what they said was that he was having a hard time in reschooling. So this said only a year. They kind of indicated he'd been there a long time. He was having difficulty in his reschooling. I don't know what that meant, but...
Oh, it's interesting that it came out of my mouth and I've never heard the word
Yeah.
in those regards.
And
then it's a Jewish tradition.
Right, and...
Interesting.
But it...
Validation that something's
going on. You know?
Something's called reschooling. You're right, Indigo Jaguar. There's nothing the Christians didn't take from other spiritual beliefs.
That's true.
In the Gnostic teachings, the humans contain a divine spark within them, said to have been trapped in their bodies by the creator of the material universe known as the Demiurge. I think we talked about that in the show. I can't remember which one it was, but we did talk about the Demiurge. It was believed that this spark could be released from the material world and enter into the heavenly spiritual world beyond it if special knowledge or gnosis was attained. The Cathars, for example, viewed reincarnation as a trap made by Satan, who tricked angels from the heavenly realm from entering the physical bodies of humans. They viewed the purpose of life as a way to escape the constant cycle of spiritual incarnations by letting go of worldly attachments. Okay. And then there's spiritualism. Spiritualists believe that the individual surviving the deaths of their bodies by ascending into a spirit existence where we continue to evolve. I think that's kind of what we all believe, isn't it? They believe communication with the spiritual world is both possible and desirable, and spiritual healing is the natural result. Well, we've certainly seen plenty of spiritual healing by people that have been able to communicate with their loved ones from the other side. And spiritualists understand God as infinite intelligence. I think that's what we all are.
So, in religious or mythological cosmology, there are 7 heavens referred to as the 7 levels or divisions of heaven. And I remember when I was in junior high, I was thinking, not everybody can go to the same heaven. There must be different levels. You know, that's what I was thinking at the time. And this kind of goes, oh, I'm not the only one that thought that. The concept, also found in the ancient Mesopotamian religions, can be found in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And a similar concept is also found in some other religions, such as Hinduism. Some of these traditions also have the concept of 7 earths.
What happened?
Oh.
Hello.
Can you hear us? We don't see your camera. Anyway.
I don't know that. Yes, you can hear us. Hang on for this camera.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I have no clue. Hang on, guys. Let me see if this camera, I can pop it back in.
Good. I'm glad you can hear us. Thank you so much for the information. It's the afterlife. Yeah.
I know
Yes.
you can't see us because we
can't
can't
see
either.
us, and it's not.
Okay. Do you
Connected.
mind if we continue without seeing for a minute and see if it comes back on?
It's waving hello. Yes, with 3 dots.
Yes. You probably are right, Gypsy T. It probably is David.
Anyway.
Come on, David. Give us a picture, please.
Guys, help us out here. So anyway, some of the traditions also have a concept of 7 earths or 7 underworlds, both on the metaphysical realms of deities and with observed celestial bodies such as the classical planet.
You can't see us, but I'm going to put these pictures on for the moment.
Anyway.
Okay.
And they're classical planets and the fixed stars. And each of the 7 heavens corresponded to one of the 7 classical planets known in antiquity, which means that those planets were the Moon, Mercury, Venus, the Sun, and Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. And because they were assigned to these separate planets, ancient observers began to notice that these heavenly objects moved at different places in the sky, both from each other and from the fixed stars beyond them. I'm wondering if it went dead. And unlike comets, which appear in the sky with no warning, they did move in regular patterns that could be predicted. They also observed that objects in the sky influenced objects on Earth, as when movements of the sun affect the behaviors of the planet and or movements of the moon affect the tides. So because they had assigned the different heavens to the different planets, it's showing now. Great. They began to notice these different things about the planets. Hi, we're back.
I love it. I have no idea how long this is going to last. You don't even have my head. I don't even have my head. Just a moment.
I should fix it.
An adjustment. A slight adjustment here on the camera. Oh, this is too funny.
We usually go
How
through
does
this
that look,
before the
please?
show. Yes, there's more headroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. We're a little larger than normal, but that's okay. Oh, wow.
Oh my God. You have no idea what we're doing. Okay.
Sorry.
How's that? Am I in the right spot?
A little bit smaller. That's much better. Thank you. That's more normal. Yes, they are definitely having fun with everybody.
Oh
Thank you
my
for-
God.
Thank you for hanging in with us.
Thanks for hanging in there, you guys. I can't believe I was able to fix it. Hallelujah. Okay, where am I? I am
You're
totally
on
verklempt.
Mesopotamia, the next one. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
We got it. So Mesopotamia is part of the 7th heavens. The concept of 7 heavens symbolized both physical and metaphysical concepts. Ordinary mortals could not go to the heavens because it was the abode of the gods alone. Instead, after a person died, his or her soul went to Kur, a dark, shadowy underworld located deep below the surface of the earth. And the 7 heavens in Judaism, in the Talmud, it is suggested that the upper part of the universe is made up of 7 heavens. And in Islam, the 7 heavens are not final destinations for the dead after the day of judgment, but regions distinct from the earth, guarded by angels and inhabited by souls whose abode depends on their good deeds with the highest layer the closest to God. That makes sense. Closest to God. And in Hinduism, there are 14 worlds, 7 above and 7 below. And really, there were quite a few religions that had gone past 7 and found their way to many other places. Did you get starfish in there?
No.
And but I didn't include every religion, needless to say.
I must have missed her. Sorry about that.
Hi, starfish. I
But
hope
we
you
got
and your
you.
hubby are doing good.
Okay.
For those of you that have just recently arrived, this is our 100th episode, and to celebrate, we're giving away a Oracle deck. So and Lisa Rhodes just got here, I think. So if you'd add her name. So we're going to give away this Oracle deck in celebration of our 100th episode. So thank you all for being here and letting us get to 100 episodes. Who knew? So
Yeah.
exciting. So we're going to...
I will continue.
oh, sorry.
Yeah. So now we're talking about near-death experiences and astral travel. And those have changed our perceptions of the afterlife in recent years. Even scientists are getting involved. Scientists have found that those who have near-death experiences often experience many things in common. They all seem to have a sense of peace, a feeling of returning to their bodies from someplace else, a presence of the light or lights, encounters with people or spirits, and memories. And it's important to note that there's a difference between clinical death and biological death. Clinical death is when a person's heart stops pumping blood. They're still capable of being resuscitated and sometimes resulted in these near-death experiences. And then there's biological death, which is when someone is well and truly dead. There's no bringing them back, no matter what they do. Biological death usually happens between 4 and 6 minutes after a clinical death. So something can happen in there.
Absolutely can.
Yeah.
So I believe we're over here with Mr. Raymond Moody. This is one of the first books I read about life after life. Life after death.
Yeah.
It was an excellent book. That and William Bullman's first book on astral travel got me. Since the publication in 1975 of Raymond Moody's book, Life After Life, there have been numerous studies in the NDE phenomenon. NDE meaning, oh, you read it too, Gypsy T. NDE meaning near-death experience. And we all love that YouTube channel on NDEs. It's amazing. Your computer's going bonkers too, huh? Well, did you lose your picture?
Ours was the
It was the camera.
well, the camera, otherwise known as an old phone.
iPhone 8. There's a wide variety of interpretation of NDEs, from those that interpret the experience as literally revealing a state that lies beyond death, which is what I believe, to interpretations that attempt to debunk the experiences by classifying them as mere reflections of abnormal brain states. Nah, I don't believe that. Sorry. Evidential aspects of NDEs fall into several categories. First, there are out-of-body sensory experiences in which patients often, while comatose, observe accurately everything that was going on around them while they were in the coma. And second, there are accounts of sensory experiences which accurately report events that occurred during those same periods, but the subject's heart had stopped. And even during flat EEG periods in which there's no detectable brain activity. Let's see if we get 14 in chat. Do we have 14?
I'm counting.
I love it. She's counting. There are also surprise encounters during NDEs.
I need to go through. I have 12.
With friends and relatives who had in fact recently died, but where the subject had no knowledge of this prior to the time of the experience.
Okay. And then we have astral projection, and it often refers to an out-of-body experience. Astral projection can shift our perception of the way in which we think about perceived reality and attachment to the physical. It's an event where our astral body can separate from our physical body and move through astral planes and places that vibrate at a higher frequency. Now, since the days of ancient Egypt and even early Judaic and Christian texts, references to astral projection and subtle bodies and astral planes, they've all been referenced. Astral travel is an amazing way to experience infinite possibilities and benefit. They range from things like eliminating the fear of death. Amazing how that works. Aiding in self-discovery, and it strengthens psychic abilities, and it promotes spirituality.
Absolutely. Spirituality just comes once you realize this is just a body that a spirit happens to be in and has done this many, many times. And once you go out of body once, it kind of changes everything for you. So I really recommend going out of body if at all you can. I've tried it for years and managed it only twice involuntarily. Anyway,
But she did it every single time she was channeling, but she didn't know where she went.
No, I never knew where I went. I just wasn't here.
That's right. You weren't.
Anyway, my understanding is, and I think Heather would agree, we live in a thought-based multi-universe. And afterlife experience is heavily influenced by whatever your belief systems are when you die. So if you believe that you're going to heaven and you're going to meet your mom and your dad and all your friends and family there, that's probably what your first experience on the other side is going to be like. But whatever our beliefs, our afterlife will be experienced with usually like-minded folks. Whether or not there's a single reality that takes place after death is something we'll never truly know while we're here on this earth. But what do you guys believe? What do you think is real? What's the afterlife to you? Okay. Let us know in the chat room what you think about the afterlife, if you feel like it.
For a bit while I make sure I've got everybody that was supposed to be here.
And I'm going to go... Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go to card cam. No, I can't go to card cam because they won't care.
Well, you can check them and I'll go through cards. How's that?
Anyway, really, near-death experience, Indigo says she has no memory of seeing any light, God, spirits, or angels. Interesting. She has no memory of seeing any light, God, spirits, or angels. Nothing like it. Repeats.
Yeah, shut up. Okay.
Okay, you do the cards and I can do that if you like.
Okay, these are the ones that we have things for.
Okay. So we're going to start drawing cards, you guys. Our usual card draws after the show. So whoever wants cards drawn, please let me know.
And I thought I might try a new deck. Kind of bored with the other ones. And this one is... Oh, where did it go? Here we go. It's called the Psychic Tarot Oracle Deck. And this is it. It's pretty good size. And I thought we'd try this. Gypsy Tea. Okay. And more. I'm going to...
Everybody that I can see is in here. I don't see it.
She said there's 14, so evidently some didn't come and let us know. Did C. Covington ask for a card?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, no. Juno has. Amanda has. Indigo Jaguar. Let me go back down there to the bottom.
I was looking.
Mara.
I've got Mara.
Amanda.
Amanda.
G. Covington.
That's what I was thinking.
Gypsy T.
Yeah, she's the first one.
Okay, we got it.
Oh, we count as one as on the chat. Okay. But I was missing two.
Well, they're all here. I've got everybody on this list.
Okay. Then we're good.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave anybody out.
We don't want to leave anyone out.
Okay.
Now I can play with cards because
Now you can play. We have everybody.
take that.
Just
Okay.
slide everything out of the way here.
You have the list of cards, right?
Yes, I
'Cause
do.
I don't.
Oh, here.
You may be off. No, you're on the list.
Oh, don't worry about it.
We got you on the list.
Okay, so Gypsy Tea.
This is a beautiful card. I'm just going to put this to the side.
Gypsy Tea has the card that says moving on. Now, I got to tell you guys, I've never read the book on these because I get enough out of the cards. I will read it eventually, but right now I just get what I get out of the cards. And that is that whatever you're doing, you are progressing and you're just moving along as you need to go along. Okay?
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay.
Because I got the card, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation.
Yeah, there you go. And that's a pretty card.
You can see the chrysalis here
LR17.
turning into a butterfly.
LR72 needs this one of these too.
Okay, for you that don't know, we're giving away a deck of oracle cards.
Because it's our 100th
Because
show.
it's our 100th
And we're
show.
celebrating.
And we are celebrating. So the next is Mara.
Yes, you are. Okay, Mara.
You are moving and transforming indeed. I love that. Aren't we all?
You have the card. It says choose wisely. So it looks to me like you have several choices of what you may want to do. That's a pretty cool card. Anyway, you have several choices of what you want to do. They want you to use your heart when you're making decisions as well as your brain. So choose wisely, but the final decision should come with your heart.
Always with our hearts.
Always with your heart.
Always.
But since you may have several or many different choices you can decide to go with, do use your brain as well to figure out which ones are in the running and make your final choice with your heart. Okay?
And I got, now is the time to integrate all that I have gathered.
So all the information that you know
have
about
all the
these things?
information.
Perfect. They go together.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, LR72. We are so excited to be here. I can't believe we've done 100 shows.
And MJ420 needs one of these too. She said hi. So we know
Okay.
she's here.
Great.
Glad to see you.
Thank you. So we're putting everybody's name that's in the chat room in the box. And
When we get done, we'll draw one.
when we get done, we'll draw a name.
That's why I said if you're there and you're not on the chat, get on the chat.
Get on the chat.
It's the only way we know you're there.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
and who's the next one?
Next is Amanda.
Amanda.
You're welcome. Anyone want to babysit? Nope. Past that date.
They're looking at your base chakra. I think you may have some work to do there to help clean it up. Yeah, it's going to make your life easier if you do. Okay? Just a little bit you need to work.
And I don't know if this resonates, but conscious eating nourishes me. So watch what you're eating.
And that
I
could
watch
be
what
part
I'm
of it.
eating, and it's always the wrong thing. So what can I say?
But remember, your base is your foundation, and your food is what helps with your foundation. So that they do kind of go together. Your fur baby won't let you go to
Heather has
sleep.
that issue too. The cat keeps her up half the
She
night.
wakes me up at least 3 times a night to eat, or to put her food together so that she can eat. She has no teeth. So
He
you've
gums
got
it to
to
death.
build a wall so she can just gum it to death, you know.
Next is Juno.
Ah, I don't know about yours, but mine climbs up on my chest and just goes paw, paw, paw.
Okay. Juno,
Juno.
your inner compass knows the way, but you know that.
I want that one.
And it's just lovely flowers here on this compass.
And you have victory and success coming your way. So since you
Woohoo.
know the way, you know where you're going, and that's the result.
Amanda says, like that,
50
have not been eating enough. Base chakra, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Good to go.
Good. 50 pounds for your pet, huh? That's the one that sleeps with her.
Sassy's 63. You left a card on the table.
I know. I just wanted to make sure you should see. It's all success, Juno. Just keep going.
Indigo Jaguar, you're next. You're welcome, Juno. Absolutely, Starfish.
And we're doing G. Covington, right?
This is G. Covington. No, Indigo Jaguar.
Indigo Jaguar.
don't
That's
get
what I need to
ahead.
know. Okay.
This is Heather. The other Heather.
The other Heather. One of the other Heathers.
Indigo says, we give Mozzie and Ziva meat baby food by Gerber. Mozzie has no teeth, and that's what was recommended. Wow, that's interesting. She only likes salmon pate.
Right.
And I'm talking cat food pate, not people pate.
Yeah, because she can't digest either. So.
Yeah, it pretty much looks the same in or out.
Well, you're looking good because you're looking at material and spiritual prosperity. And you're going right where you need to be.
Oh, she'll love hearing that. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. You know that, Indigo.
So,
And prosperity's on its way, and I know you were looking for that.
So they're both
Brilliant.
saying they're upholding each other.
I did that for years, White Dragon, and it turned out it wasn't what she needed. And now she's on a food for
Starfish.
intestinal. I've got it, Starfish.
Okay.
You're on the list. Next is G. Covington.
G. Covington.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's what you needed to hear, love. I got conscious eating for you, G. Covington. Conscious eating nourishes me. Of course, you know, it's not just talking about food when they're talking about eating. It's whatever you put in your space, whether it's people, news stations, you know, anything you surround yourself with, you're consuming.
And I went to pull one card and two came out, so you get them both. You have material and spiritual prosperity coming, but stay balanced. For this to work, you need to stay balanced. Okay?
Good. Oh, I got the card cam in. The shot. Okay, LR72 is next.
LR72.
Oh, thank you, Starfish. We love you too.
We love you guys.
Thank you, Mara.
We're so happy that you're here. You have no idea.
She says that hit the mark. Brilliant. Okay, LR72. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Oh, Lordy, that's a beautiful card. Let your freak flag fly, as they say. Just be you, let your freak shine. Choose to be free.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I drew one card and picked up 3 of the chakras.
That's cute, Amanda.
So, What
and then
I'm
bring it
getting
down.
is that, and if you put them in, the one closest to the bottom, then the next one, and then your heart chakra, those are 3 areas. Since it came out with 3, and I've never had that happen before. I'm just peeling them apart.
Oh, thank you, everybody. 16 in chat and 16 thumbs up. Brilliant.
Thank you. Anyway, it looks like you've got a little work to do because they're a little bit weaker than they should be. Okay? And it's unusual for me to pick up 3. Yeah. Okay, choose to be free. That goes with your heart. And
All
your
of them.
Yeah, all of them. So, yes, I would say they go together.
It all goes together. What a beautiful message.
They're reinforcing everything on that card.
Hi, Gertrude. How are you?
Oh, cool.
Okay, I don't have her in the pile.
Let's get her in the pile.
Gertrude, today is our 100th show.
And Janet P.
Okay, let me get Janet P. And we're giving away an oracle deck
To celebrate.
to celebrate. So, whoa, man, I just tore that one. I don't know how I did that.
That's all right. We have plenty. And Gertrude would like a card.
You got it. Janet P., do you want a card too, sweetie? Okay. So we're on MJ 420.
MJ 420.
Hi, Samantha. Welcome.
Oh, she's keeping you busy.
She is.
MJ.
MJ 420. Thank you, Samantha. This is for MJ 420, these
And
cards.
they're saying you need to work on your base chakra. There's only 7 chakras. There's only 7 of those cards in this deck. It's just amazing to me that they're popping up.
It really is. My emotions move through the cycles and connect me to my truth.
That's your base. Yep.
Yep. Get grounded. That's what I'm hearing is get grounded.
Get grounded. Yeah, that makes sense. Everything's easier if you're grounded.
Starfish is next. A loaded salad sounds really good right now. I think I have one in the refrigerator I can put together. You feel like a salad for lunch? Not really, huh?
I don't feel like eating anything. It's
You
just
need
been
some
one of
chicken
those
soup.
days.
You guys, please send Heather some healing light. She's having a rough day today.
Coughing, sneezing, wonderful. I guess it's supposed to be this one. It doesn't matter what's up there. And who are we doing?
This is Starfish.
That's what
I've got this
I just
beautiful.
wanted to be sure I had it right.
We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another.
Oh,
That is just
man.
beautiful. Another chakra card?
Yeah.
It's your
What
heart
is it with
chakra.
you guys today?
Chakra day.
Time to clean things up, guys. Time to work within and meditate and clean things up.
Maybe go see Dr. Gail at the Solaris Healing Center and get her to balance our chakras.
Right, and she does that, so
She does
you can do that.
She did that for me Monday. What's today? Yeah, she did it for me yesterday, and boy, did I need it. Same to
she
you,
was-
G. Covington.
She was letting me know how bad this is for me. I'm going, oh, thank you. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long process of healing everything up, I guess.
And the next one we have is Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Thank you, Indigo Jaguar. Thank you, G. Covington.
Well, Gertrude
Thank
looks...
you, Gertrude.
Thank you. Gertrude just needs to rest and
Relax.
rejuvenate. Yep.
And integrate what you've gathered, what you've learned.
So reflect.
And it's that time. It's a new moon. So it's a good time to reflect and send out there what it is you want.
Go for it.
Yep. New moon tomorrow.
Take care of you. Have a great time on Thanksgiving, but rest. And if you're preparing the meal, try to do it as easily as possible. Okay?
I did it real easy this year. I ordered from Fausto's the entire meal, except
Pies.
pies.
We
Heather
will
and I
make
have to make our own pies. We can't be eating somebody else's.
Not if I'm going to eat
So,
one.
did I get everybody that wanted a card? That's the end of our
Okay,
list.
do
So,
one for the general, and then
good
draw a
job,
card.
Gertrude. Okay, we're doing one for the general. And, I don't even remember. We haven't even gone over what our next show is or anything.
Power of 3.
The Power of 3. And then Sunday, Dr. Gail will be here. So that's always fun. Apple pie. Apple pie with cheddar cheese on top. Oh, MJ, I'm so sorry you're still suffering from COVID.
Oh, sweetheart.
Surrounding you in unconditional love, divine healing light. We're putting you in a little healing burrito. So I hope you feel better fast. And
We're having her cherry and my pecan.
Yes, you can have a card.
Yes.
Okay. That was Mary Ellen. Can you put her in there?
Uh-huh.
Can you put Mary Ellen in there?
You've got my pen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just a minute, Mary Ellen. 3 is a magic number, and we're going to tell you all about its magic. Okay, this is for Mary Ellen, and then a card for the...
Oh, this is the group, so...
Okay, you already got it.
Yeah. We'll do you, Mary Ellen, afterwards. But what I've got is everybody needs to... Remember, even though Thanksgiving is all family and lots of friends, let's all stay in harmony. It's so easy not to.
And remember, we're the weaver of our reality. So we can do that. We can make
do
an
that.
intention for a happy and healthy Thanksgiving.
333. Cool, Gertrude.
Wow. Okay. So this is for Mary Ellen. That was for the collective. This is for Mary Ellen. And then we're going to pick the winner of our 100th episode Oracle cards.
And you'll have to email us where to send them.
And if you'll email me at pwcox@me.com, I'll get them to you, mailed to you. I used to love that show, Charmed. We're watching the new one right now. The old one holds my heart.
Okay, this is...
Mary Ellen. There's medicine in my shadow. It's saying have a look at do some shadow work.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Double it.
yeah. It's really, there are obstacles and challenges that you need to address. And if you're needing to do them in your shadow work, that's really important. So they're telling you twice.
But there's always there's always light at the end of that
It's
shadow
always,
work.
you always feel so much better at the end.
It's freedom.
Yes.
You feel such a sense of freedom. Okay. Alrighty. No more cards.
No more cards. I just always shuffle one last time.
I'm just going to do this.
Do you want to do it here with the card cam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we can do that. Okay. I don't know how to shake them up other than to do
Well,
this.
just that. That's fine.
Okay, close your eyes and you're going to pick it.
Oh, well, in that case, then we'll go back to regular because you'll hold it up above me, so. Amanda Carroll.
Woohoo! Congratulations, Amanda. You got a new deck of cards, and let's show her the cards. They're the Ocean Oracle cards.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with 200 shell cards, 4-color plate, a book. It's beautiful. So if you will send me, my email address is pwcox@me.com, or you can go look on our channel and you'll find it there. under the descriptions. Okay? Congratulations. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today.
I'll go put that inside so we don't lose it.
Yep, good idea. I hope you'll join us Saturday when we talk about, what is it we're talking about? The number 3.
Number 3. The power of 3.
The power of 3.
The power of
yes,
3.
The power of 3. Well,
You would be surprised how often it shows up in the Bible.
it shows up everywhere.
Wow.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So, you guys, thanks for joining us today. Everybody have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving. We love you and appreciate each and every one of you, and look forward to seeing you again on Saturday, all fat and sassy from a fabulous meal on Thursday. And good times with good friends. There's going to be 7 of us at our table, and none of them are family.
None
Just
of it's
friend family. So that's going to be fun. So
chosen family.
happy Thanksgiving. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day. Send